Hello everyone and welcome to race 1 at 61 Kartway 2017. Glad to have you back with us, and we're going club racing for the first time in 2015, the beginning of May. A beautiful weekend and a beautiful day to go racing, and a great amount of karts here on the starting grid to take the field. Tony Nielsen will be joining us today, and Chad Peppers will start alongside him on the pole. Two very fast drivers all day long, and well, Tony, the second on the all-time Rock Island win list here. It'll be fun to watch him and see if he can hold off Chad Peppers, Odin McDonald, and the other drivers behind him. So it'll be an interesting race. Nick Ockenfeld's qualified third. He's also been very fast today. We'll see how the number 17 kart does. As you see the starting lineup rolling across the top of your screen. Warm-up laps underway here as we get the 2017 season at 61 Kartway. A few stories over the off-season. The return of the Thor racing team. Odin McDonald in the field there will start in 4th position. Thor not in the field today, but expected to make his return to our karting broadcasts here next week in our next race. So it'll be fun to see him in race number 2. And Shane Wells got a number of drivers that are new to this 206 class here this year. We have a lot of different drivers, a lot of different agendas. We're going to have a few rookies later in the year. Jason Owens, the Owens racing team, making their return to karting in the number 22. He's back there as well. John Shaw will not start this feature event. He dropped out, so it'll be an 11 kart starting field as they work through the top of the hill. We look to see the green flag for the first time in 2017. Fred waves them down, keeps them easy. Green flag is in the air. We're underway in race 1. Frantic start. Odin McDonald looks to the outside. Tony Nielsen barely able to keep the lead there on the start, and as they work through the S's for the first time today, it will be Nielsen leading Peppers, Ockenfeld, McDonald, and Rapp up to 5th on the start there. Nelson Ulinski will lose a spot, so will Ken Johnson. Larry Lutke's mired back there in traffic a little bit. He's fighting Jason Owens. Shane Wells is trying to work his way up through the field further back there. In the top 3 beginning to break away right now. Then you have Odin McDonald, Joseph Rapp, Nelson Ulinski, Ken Johnston, and Jason Owens right now in the running order. This time by, they'll come around the complete lap 1 of 15. 15-lap features this year. The field was set by 2 10-lap heats earlier today. And the frantic nature of racing here is kind of picked up with this new style and format. So it's been an intense day of racing so far. Tony Nielsen, Chad Peppers, Nick Ockenfeld, top 3 beginning to break away from Odin McDonald, Joseph Rapp, and Nelson Ulinski, who's kind of lost a little bit of ground to Joseph there in front of him. Rapp looking to the inside of Odin McDonald, and the moneymaker can't quite get it done, and McDonald will be able to hold on to the position for now. They work through the toilet bowl on the back side of the track. You may be wondering why we don't have our helmet-mounted cameras for this feature race. It's because, well, they're banned due to the rules this year, so we're going to have to bring you some different and unique shots this year on board, lower on the card, and maybe on some other various places on the track. A couple camera issues. Leave us with just the 2 camera views today, but nonetheless, we're getting a lot of great racing action and footage here all day long. Tony Nielsen continues to lead over Chad Peppers and Nick Ockenfeld. Odin McDonald beginning to try and pull a gap on Joseph Rapp. Nelson Ulinski. Shane Wells has worked his way up in the field. He started shotgun at the rear of the field. He's already worked his way up to 6th position. Meanwhile, one of the rookies in the field, Andy Scola, is near the rear of the field. I believe he spun out on the back side of the track somewhere, and he's quite a ways behind in 11th position. As they come around the final corner to take lap number 3. And now working lap 4. the lead is beginning to pull again on Chad Peppers. Nick Ockenfeld's back there in third. So a lot of different stories and headlines in this 2017 season. Owen McDonald, one of them, driving into new... Ooh, move there by Joseph Rapp. They're racing in the garage corner, and Rapp will be able to grab the position off the exit of the corner. Owen McDonald sliding back to pit. Rapp up to the car. Anyway, though, one of the main stories we want to bring to you, Owen McDonald racing on the new Ignite chassis here at 61 Kartway. One of the more famous chassis Marquet Racing provides is the Ignite platform, so he can go and race the Ignite series and such. But before we move on that, let's break it up for you here at 61 Kartway and race number 9. Bumper of Tony Nielsen right now. He's hot on his heels with Nick Ockenfeld's there in third, kind of in his own league, a little bit faster than the guys behind him, but just not quite fast enough to catch those two drivers in front of him. And we were talking about Odin McDonald's new Ignite chassis, which is made by Mark Gay, which is different than the chassis that Tony Nielsen is running on right now, also produced by Mark Gay. Two different chassis, both built purposely for four-cycle racing. Very interesting note there. As we continue to work this lap 8 of the race, Joseph Rapp continuing to try to hold off Owen McDonald, but Shane Wells behind them is beginning to close in that number 25 car. Meanwhile, the battle for 7th with Nelson Jelinski and others behind is beginning to heat up as well. There are battles all over this racetrack, and it's hard to show them all to you because, well, we just can't give you all the views at one time. As they work lap traffic, that's Andy Scola in front of them. Joseph Rapp will try to work over to number 8 here. Scola spun out again, I believe, over in turn 1, so a rough day for the rookie in the number 8 machine as he gets lapped here by Joseph Rapp. Now, Odin McDonald is going to try and work by. Ooh, got caught up a little bit there, and Shane Wells was there to pounce. Wells up to 5th position now. So, Wells is the driver on the move. He started dead last in 11th. He's picked up 6-5. Nelson Jelinski trying to hold off a couple drivers behind him. And Tony Nielsen still leading just barely over Chad Peppers, the number 18 card up front. But Wells is trying to close in on the 26 machine now, and if he can get up to 4th, that is quite the advancement through the field for the number 25 machine. as they work through this roller coaster on the backside of the track. On board with Odin McDonald here. Great view off the front of that kart. Tony Nielsen still leading over Chad Peppers. Nick Hockenfeld's third. Working lap 10 of 15, 5 to go, and this is where we begin to think the endurance of these longer races may kick in. Just a little over halfway now, and drivers are starting to probably feel the extra laps added to each in the feature start to come to them. As they work through garage corner there, that's the battle for fourth. Joseph Rapp still holding off Shane Wells as they go into the backside of the track. Nelson Jelinski holding off Larry Lukey and Ken Johnson. That's quite the battle there for 7th position as they're on a log jam. Tony Nielsen still leading barely over Chad Peppers. I really thought we'd see the 19 kind of gap the 18 just a little bit here in the feature event, but he has not, and here comes Wells to the inside of Joseph Rapp, tries to make the move. The 26 machine is able to hang on the outside and keep the 4th spot for now. This allows Odin McDonald to close back in on this battle. Andy Scola trying to stay out of the leader's way. Nelson Jelinski is getting a move made on him by Larry Lukey. We'll see if the 43 machine can work his way up through the field. And Shane Wells still trying to work hard on that 26 machine and possibly get by him here. Ooh, a little bump there. All 3 of those drivers bumping and banging. Nelson got a little contact behind from Larry, and then Larry got a good old shot from Ken Johnston over there in garage corner. That was quite a log jam. Here they come to the top of the hill. Joseph Rapp trying to hold on Shane Wells, who gave him the bottom that time. Quite surprised Wells didn't take it, but nonetheless, we're working lap 12. They stay in a single file line for now, but they're all getting antsy, and you can tell this race is starting to get to the end because the intensity here is beginning to pick up at 61 Kartway. Ooh, Andy Scola spins off of turn number 1. And here comes Wells to the inside of Joseph Rapp. Oh, he couldn't quite clear him, and Odin McDonald has to make a decision on whether he wants to go high or low. He thought about going 3 wide. It looked like he'll get by Wells for the 5th position. And now we'll have to try and work over Joseph Rapp for 4th. Here comes Tony Nielsen, Chad Peppers. Ooh, Andy Scola just getting back on track there. Could have been in the way of the leaders. Dangerous situation there, and good thing the leaders were able to get by him there. Jason Owens starting to get lapped by the leaders. He moves out of the way, lets everybody by. And they continue their battle for the 4th position. Always tricky dealing with lap traffic here at 61. This battle for 7th, Larry Lukey has got by Nelson Jelinski, and now Jelinski trying to hold off Ken Johnston for 8th position now. Joseph Rapp trying to hold off Odin McDonald. He's still fighting hard to keep up the 4th spot. And Tony Nielsen is not just driving away from Chad Peppers. Peppers is there and he bumps him every once in a while to let him know, hey, I'm here. You gotta worry about me. Nick Hockenfeld is in 3rd. Really the only kart without a battle on the track at the moment. And I believe a kart has spun over off turn number 1. It is Andy Scola again, and he's in the middle of the track. Here comes the battle for 4th. Whoa! Oh my goodness! That was almost a huge incident. Somehow they avoided it. Odin McDonald gets 4th place out of the deal. Ends up moved by the 66, but Joseph Rapp had to go high to avoid the number 8 of Andy Scola, and Cliff Nielsen was there trying to help him get back on the track or get him off the track, and he was in harm's way there as well. Final lap here at 61. Tony Nielsen takes the white flag. Chad Peppers close behind him. We've seen Peppers get the bump and run on the final corner here before. He just did it in the challenge 2 weeks ago. Could he do it again here today? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, here comes the battle for 4th. White flag for that group. Odin McDonald leading over Joseph Rapp, Shane Wells. Wells is there. Joseph's got to be careful not to let him by. As they work their way around the track, the battle for 7th position. position comes around now as well. Here they chomp down in the garage corner. Oh, he swings to the inside of Owen McDonald. They're side by side in the garage corner. Through the turn, and Joseph Rapp will get the position. Owen McDonald bouncing up in his seat, trying to get the acceleration off the corner. Shane Wells not able to advance on him. Larry Lukey has pulled away in sound. Ken Johnson making a move for a spot, but it is Tony Nielsen who will win the first race of the season at 61 Kartway. Joseph Rapp trying to hold off Odin McDonald for 4th spot as they come through the final corner of the track. Odin McDonald looked to the inside, not enough momentum, and Joseph will be able to keep 4th over Odin and Shane Wells. So how about that battle for the lead? Tony Nielsen was able to hold off Chad Peppers for the win, and just barely. So Nielsen wins, Peppers 2nd, Nick Ockenfels 3rd, Rapp 4th, Odin McDonald 5th, 6th goes to Shane Wells, 7th across the line is Larry Lukey, 8th Ken Johnston, 9th is going to be Nelson Jelinski, who seems to have had a mechanical issue of sorts there on the final lap. Jason Owens will come across the line in 10th, 1 lap down, and Andy Scola will finish the race, I believe, 2 or 3 laps down in 11th. But it is Tony Nielsen getting the checkered flag here at Rock Island for the first time this season in regular club racing event. The 19 of Tony Nielsen will bring home the checkered flag. We're glad you could join us here for race 1 of the 2017 season. We'll be bringing you all the races we can this year, as well as races from the 206 Cup. So stay tuned all year long, folks. We're glad to have you with us as we look at the final results here from 61 Kartway, and this will also be the point standings after race number 1, as Wells gets out of his kart. What a great battle between all the drivers today. So here are your final results. Tony Nielsen, Chad Peppers, Nick Ockenfels, Joseph Rapp, Odin McDonald, Shane Wells, Larry Lukey, Ken Johnson, Nelson Jelinski, Jason Owens, and Andy Scola. I'm glad you could join us here for the first race of the season, and until next week, so long everybody, and congratulations to Tony Nielsen.